Well, national disasters have dominated headlines for the past 2 months, from earthquakes, tsunamis, and unusual weather to flooding and tornadoes. It's got a lot of people thinking about emergencies and how to prepare for them. Now, gas and electricity could be shut down for days, so having a way to prepare food is crucial. There is an option out there, and it's called the Sun Oven that could hopefully help. And joining us this morning to show us how it all works is Paul Munson. So, the Sun Oven, using solar energy to cook our food, is that how this
Yes,
whole
the
concept
Sun
works?
Oven is basically a very well-insulated box, and if you open this up and you put your food inside here in this chamber, then you're able to bake, boil, or steam foods. And in really strong sun, this will reach temperatures as high as 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can cook virtually anything in it just with the power of the sun. You can also boil or pasteurize water in it, so for emergency preparedness, it would make a big difference in having potable water to drink.
Yeah, I know it's got a lot of people thinking about, as far as food storage and emergency preparation. And you say a lot of your sales, a big chunk of your sales, is done right here in Utah.
Yes, we have ovens actually in 130 countries around the world. We make them in 5 different countries, but 40% of our worldwide sales are right here in Utah.
So are there any special pots and pans that need to be used with the Sun Oven compared to, using for conventional ovens?
Well, basically anything you cook in the Sun Oven other than bakery goods, you cook in a pot with a lid on it. So if you have a pot, any kind of a pot with a lid will work in the Sun Oven, and there's 2 ways to cook in it. One is if you refocus it every 30 minutes to follow the sun. Say I was going to make a chicken. I can make a 3-pound chicken in as little as an hour and a half. Or I could start with a frozen chicken in the morning, just set the oven facing south, go to work, and come back at dinner and have a cooked roast. So it's a very forgiving way of cooking, and it allows you a lot of different options.
So do you need any certain special recipes for this compared to a conventional oven as well? Or?
Well, if, for example, you're making rice or you're making something with water, and it uses about 1/3 less water. But other than that, virtually any recipe will work, and it'll cook pretty much anything the same way you do on your stovetop or in your oven.
And how long does the food take to prepare? How long will it be cooking for?
Well, if you wind up moving it, refocusing it every 30 minutes, your cooking times are about 15 minutes longer than in a conventional oven or a stovetop, or you have the option of slow cooking.
And what's the response you've been getting now that people have used it? How has it changed their cooking?
Well, it's changed their cooking in a couple of different ways, because in the summertime, a lot of times people don't cook or eat out, and the idea of being able to cook outside or bake bread in the summer, make a roast in the summer when it's very hot, and not have to heat up your kitchen really makes a difference. And a lot of people have found that they can pay for it just in what they save in air conditioning cost and the cost of gas or electric for cooking.
And how long does a Sun Oven last? Like, what's the wear and tear on it?
We've designed these to be used in third world countries and developing countries for 15 years with no maintenance. So in the U.S., there's no reason it wouldn't last a lifetime. They've been on the market for more than 20 years, and many people have had them for that long and use them very regularly, and they'll pretty much last as long as you want it to last.
Okay, so Paul, you're going to cook something for us. We're going to take a break, and you'll bring it back to show us the finished product. But, I'm sure people are wondering if the food is going to taste different from a Sun Oven compared to a conventional oven.
Well, there's no movement of air in the oven, so food doesn't dry out. So food really tastes great. When you make bread, it's a lot more fluffy. When you make roasts, it's a lot more moist and succulent. So sun-cooked foods have a unique taste to them. Most people think that it's quite a bit better because of it's a non-drying, very natural taste, and the complex carbohydrates break down very slowly when you cook in the sun.
All right, we'll put it to the test and check in with you in just a bit. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.